Hello, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jaden, and this is PathTune, where we are charting a course towards the shores of your highest potential. So come with me as we go on this journey of self-discovery together. We will be diving into many different topics on this channel, including those relating to frequency, energy, vibration, and this is all about tuning yourself, as you are now, to your highest and best life path. And what that means is the path that aligns with you, your real you, the real you within you, and the you that is going to be the most fulfilled and aligned with what really brings you that joy and fulfillment that everyone's really looking for. So these ideas that we share on this channel, it is going to be assisting in building your level of personal awareness, self-awareness, and expanding your mind, expanding the consciousness, because all it takes is one idea to broaden your perspective, and then you can look at something in a new way. And when you change your perspective, your entire reality, your entire world changes along with it. So if that sounds interesting to you, I invite you along on the journey as we explore this path of our own self-discovery. I do have a guitar with me today. Have you noticed? I usually start the session with a little bit of energy clearing via sound. I've been doing the bowls, and I thought I'd bring out this stringed frequency device. And I haven't really decided on what I'm going to play, but this is just for the purpose of clearing the space with the intention of when with the frequency. So this guitar is tuned in the Solfeggio tuning frequency. So for example, right there is that's C 528 hertz right there. So everything's in that tuning scale, which is cool. Sorry for the rumbles this is making. It's not really ideal. I need to get I have a longer cable, but we're just we're not going to be doing this for very long. So if in this video, what we're going to be speaking about is frequency and how it relates to your life. What frequency is, what vibration is, why you should care. Yeah? Sound good? So let's play some frequency. Start with a G chord. G or G. Octaves, right? C. Then we got an A minor. Things are getting a little sad and cloudy outside. And then we got an E minor. Oh, it's definitely looking like there's going to be some rain. And then we got a D major. Things are looking up. And we're bringing it back to the G, back home, and we're saving the house, and we're going to be okay. Stewie Griffin did a bit on that. I was copying him, but that was funny. So, yeah, let's just play some basic chords, because that's all you need. You don't got to get crazy. But one thing, here, how about this? We'll just play this, right? And let's slow down, because I'm all pumped up. I'm excited to be here, and I'm really glad you're here watching this. And if you found this video and you clicked on the video, you saw the title, there is a message in this video for you that your higher self guided you to, and this was meant for you, and I'm recording this for you. So let's just take a breath, settle down. We get so excited sometimes. There's a lot going on. And can recalibrate with me for a minute. So just hang out with me for a second. We'll explore the topics. I'll do my best to bring it and ground it into how you can apply it to your life and your perspective, your mind, and then we'll let you go. Hopefully it'll be a shorter video tonight. That's my intention. I mean, the first time yesterday when I tried to do a shorter video, it was an hour, which I love that, but let's actually make it shorter this time, shall we? All right. So as I play, I'm just going to play a quick little something. Just take some deep breaths. Release the things that may have latched onto your energy throughout the day. Let it all go. make the intention, I'm clearing my energy field, I'm releasing, just setting the intention to release, and then doing so with the breath. You're pairing it with a physical action. You give it a channel, a conduit for that energy to actual release through the breath. So with me now, just take a deep breath. And then ha. Say ha, right? Can you do that? One more. Let's do it again. Ha. It's all gonna be okay. It's all okay. It is okay. One more time. Ha. That's nice. That's nice. This is nice. It's just a chill old track. You can take a deep breath now. Breathe in, breathe out. Ha. And can we sing it loud and smile for tonight? 'Cause it's gonna be alright. La-dee-da-dee-da, whoa-oh-oh, whoa-oh-oh, la-ba-ba-whoa, whoa-oh-oh, whoa-oh-oh, whoa-oh-oh. I haven't been playing very much guitar lately, so I just, I thought that would be good. I don't know, I felt inspired and decided to take action on it. So in this video, we're going to speak about how that relates to you, right? Just give me 1 second, let me put the guitar down. I'm really doing minimal editing on these videos because the editing is what stops me from posting it so we just do it live. All right. Stand by, just 1 second. The camera's gonna probably out of focus. Just touch in, tap into the present moment for a second. Okay. Oh, beautiful day, beautiful night. I need to play more. Playing. Playing. That's why we say we play the guitar. There was an idea that I just wrote down. I'll share it with you. When it comes to guitar, don't play the guitar. Express through the guitar. There's a reason we say play, and that quote doesn't mean not to play the guitar, but it's to the perspective shift. The guitar is a channel of your own energy. It's an instrument to express. And that's where music is so powerful. Why is music so powerful? How does it have the power to change the way you feel so intensely. You ever listen to a song and it just makes you cry, or it makes you feel so strongly? How is it that there's something in our reality that can cause us to invoke such strong emotions within our body, and it's just sound waves? It's just vibrations of a certain frequency that are interpreted as pitch by our brain, and our brain takes those sound waves that are pushing air, and the waves then cause changes in the hairs on our cochlea within our ear, and those tiny movements of the hairs then get picked up to the nerves that are connected, and then your brain translates those impulses from the nerves into what you experience inside your mind as music. What? And the music is not music until it is experienced by you. So music needs you. Just as much as we need music, music needs you, because there needs to be the person to experience it in order for it to be music. That's just amazing. So it's on some level, music is a tool that we've created to connect with our own divine consciousness. And I'll explain that a little bit deeper. Let's illustrate maybe a little bit. I hope you're having a good night, and thank you for tuning in to this channel and this video. It's really a pleasure to have you here. And we're just going to connect this real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Slide that on over, and we are good. Cool. Hoi. So, how is music so influential? And right, okay, so you've experienced movies, right? And what makes movies so powerful? The story, the characters, and we experience what the characters go through in some way, because as we watch movies, we identify with the characters because they are people. And there's the theory of mirror neurons, where there are neurons. Pretty sure it's just a theory, but I think it does make sense. I'm not sure if should we look it up? Anyway, what I'm saying is the mirror neurons, when somebody else, when we see another person experiencing something, the same neurons that are firing in their brain that are correlated with that experience, whether it's a certain emotion or something, they actually mirror back to us, and we experience them within ourselves. So that's just an interesting concept, but I'm pretty sure it's just a theory, but it really makes a lot of sense, and I think there's something to it. Is mirror neurons just a theory? Or did they actually prove it? Here, I'll let you see what I'm looking at. Here. Mirror neurons, cells that are activated in response to seeing other people act ostensibly. What is that? Ostensibly. Ostensible manner. Avowedly, professedly, apparently. Ostensibly. Huh. Describe something that seems or claims to be one thing, but it is really something else. Okay. creating a picture in the brain of the self involved in that same action have received a lot of attention. So this idea has received a lot of attention. It's a theory. So mirror neurons, cells that are activated in response to seeing other people act, ostensibly creating. Some scientists may say they underlie social experience and empathy. It's a theory to which I've been sympathetic, in part because it supports my own belief that casually watching other people do things, particularly violent things, is not a neutral association for act. But mirror neuron theory is just that. It's a theory. Okay. They've only been observed in monkeys, not people. Okay. So it is just a theory. But I do think there is some validity to it, because we identify it with the characters in the story. But what I was getting at is that what makes film and video, specifically film, in my opinion, the most powerful art form in the world, is that it combines multiple different art forms. It combines still images or photography. Then those images are then painted with color, certain colors, aesthetically designed specifically. So it's a kind of mixing painting in there, and then you then move those images really quickly. You have a bunch of them. It creates a motion picture. So then that's film, right? So then that's painting, images for photography, film. Then we have story, which we've been telling stories for thousands and thousands of years. Stories are how information has transferred down through the ages. Like, we understand things in the form of stories primarily. That's what really makes things stick and click in our heads. And then characters, where we identify with, even on a subconscious level, or through the mirror neuron theory, that we sort of feel the emotions that they're feeling in the film or the TV show. What am I at? 5? The big one I'm getting at is music. The music brings it all together, and the style of the music of the film dramatically influences its impact. And if the music good or not, like, just think of Hans Zimmerman and the films that his music has been in. Epic emotional journeys. Like Interstellar, such an amazing soundtrack. Who did the soundtrack to Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Produced by Howard Shore. Howard Shore. Okay. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. The music invokes the emotion. It adds such a power of emotion to any scene. And sometimes the absence of music can also create that tension or intensity to a certain scene. But what a powerful art form, combining all of those different things into one. Like, it's really amazing. Anyway, coming back to you and how this relates to you. So your energy and you are vibration. How? Why? Well, if you're on this channel, you probably already know this, but let's just remind and also give maybe a perspective that you haven't heard in a while. If we take the scientific empirical approach, whatever science tells us is matter or reality is composed of atoms, which they've then found that there are subatomic particles, and then you get into quantum physics. But previously, before they really started to research more into quantum and subatomic particles, the atom was the smallest particle of matter that we thought there was. And what does atom mean in, is it Greek? Yeah, in Greek. Atomos. Atom, the origin of the word atom comes from atomos, which means indivisible. I could have told you that. I knew that. I wanted to double check. This reflects the belief held by ancient philosophers that matter is composed of tiny indivisible particles. So, yeah. Came from Democritus, the word atom, atomos, uncuttable. So that's where we got the word atom. Come to find out, there's more parts to the atom. And the further you go, then there's always more. It keeps getting more. And then you get into string theory, and then not the point. A widely accepted theory, or I'm not sure if it's a conclusion, but you've heard it. What science tells us is that atoms, well, yeah, they have tested this and proven this to be true, that atoms, which were supposed to be the smallest unit of matter, are 99.99999% empty space. How is it that the particles that make up physical matter are 99% empty space? And people have heard that, and it's like, okay, like, so what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock. So what? What does that have to do with me? Well, if you didn't know, according to the perspective, you were made up of atoms. Your physical body is made up of these things called atoms. If we take the mechanical approach of Western culture, where things are made up of stuff, or we were, we're kind of created out of stuff, whereas like more of an Eastern perspective is that we are like a tree, like we're a branch out of this world. We grew out of it, and so we're more of an organic happening of nature. But we want to break everything down and chunk it up and understand it, that it's made of parts from a Western position. But the theory, sorry, I wanted to go here. The theory of the atom is, we got here's the whole atom, and then you have your neutrons and protons right there. And that is the mass that actually weighs something, that has a physical weighable mass. Your protons and neutrons right there. And it only takes up 99.999% of the entire thing. And then it's like, okay, so then what? Well, what's on the outside of this atom are electrons. And there's, getting into chemistry. I'm not a chemist, but I'm doing multiple ones of these because there's different theories. The theories have evolved over time. At first, it was like there's only a couple electrons, depending on how many protons and neutrons there are. But one of the most updated theories is that there's this electron cloud. And there's just a cloud around of electrons. And it even goes as far as theorizing that every point in this cloud that they find an electron is actually the same electron, just being multiple places at once. That's getting out there. Maybe that's for a different video, but that's from what I remember, and that's one of the most updated theories. And so, if we ask ourselves, what is an electron? It's a form of energy. Electron. Let's see what the internet machine has to say to back me up on that. But electron, electricity, it's an electric, negatively charged, I don't know if it's known as a particle, but let's see. What is an electron? Electronic debit card. What is an electron? An electron is a negatively charged subatomic particle that orbits the nucleus of an atom, which is made up of protons and neutrons, is one of the fundamental building blocks of matter and plays a crucial role in electricity, magnetism, which electromagnetism, electricity and magnetism are very kind of like two sides of the same coin, and chemical reactions. Sweet. Let's go in a little bit more to sciencenotes.org. So, the electrons orbit the nucleus. Stable subatomic particle with a negative electrical charge. Unlike protons and neutrons, electrons are not constructed from even smaller components. Each electron carries 1 unit of a negative charge, has a very, very small mass, basically negligible mass, to where it's like pretty much nothing. Has very small mass as compared to that of a neutron or a proton. The mass of an electron is that number. Oh my gosh. It's about 1 over 1,836 the mass of a proton. The common symbol is E. Sweet. Do we need to know anything else about that? Because I haven't really made my point yet. So it has a net electric charge, right? So let's see, electric wave. So electromagnetic radiation is a set of waves of an electromagnetic field, right? There's an image of it, up and down, right? It's an oscillating. It consists of an oscillating electric magnetic field. Like I was saying, the electricity and magnetics are intertwined because when electricity moves, it creates a magnetic field. When there's two potentials and the electricity moves in a certain direction, that creates a magnetic field around it. So they're kind of part of the same thing. But what is electricity at its core? It's vibration. And it's a vibration of a certain frequency. And frequency means cycles per second. So the higher the frequency, the faster up and down. Like the cycle goes from up and down. And so the time it takes to go up, from up to down and back up, that is one complete cycle. So how many times does that happen in a second determines its frequency. So when we have this, for instance, which is 528 hertz. This, sorry, you can't see because I got out of the picture. Sorry, we had to reset. We had an audio issue right there. I'll play it again for you. So this is a quartz singing bowl that is tuned to the frequency of 528 hertz. So what that means is that this is oscillating a frequency in the form of a sound pressure wave or an air pressure wave, or whatever the technical term is, at 528 cycles per second. So it's the waves are going 528 times per second. And that is creates the experience of a certain pitch. And the faster the frequency, the higher the pitch is perceived by our minds, right? Because our minds create the experience of sound. So, with that, how does this relate to me, Jaden? So what? Why are you telling me about this? Well, if everything according to science, if everything is this right here, if everything is 99.9% empty space, and the electron cloud and the electrons are energy, then it's basically saying that all of existence or all of matter is made up of purely or mostly energy. Mostly electromagnetic energy. So bringing that to you, you are this. So bringing it back on another level, you are this. You are music. You are sound. You are frequency and vibration. That is literally your body. And then if you want to take that to the higher level and apply that to your consciousness or soul, I think that there's something there too. But even if we just look at it from a physical perspective as provided by science, you are just energetic vibration with a consciousness and a mind. But how? Because I experience physicality. How in the world could I just only be energy if I experience this experience of physicality? Well, one theory or one idea is that because of the electromagnetic nature of the energy that you are, it actually creates electromagnetic repulsion. Like, when you put two different magnets together and then they repel each other because the opposite poles or the same pole. Whatever pole ends up repelling each other. I think it's if you put two of the same poles together, it will push against each other. One theory, one idea is that's why we experience physicality, because the atoms in this granite are electromagnetically repulsing the atoms in my hand. And so we experience that as physical touch. And that's why it's difficult to pass through solid objects. But in substances such as liquids or gas, we can pass right through them because they're more spaced out. They're not as tightly compact. So we can pass through those things. Solids are harder to pass through because they're more condensed. And the electromagnetic repulsion is what creates the resistance. Anyway, you at your very core literally is a form of music. Your essence of your physical body. I'm not even talking on a spiritual level right now. On a physical, scientific level, your body is music. So I think it's frequency, it's vibration. So that is why, at least in the way my brain decides to put it or decides to conceptualize it, is that there might be something to that, to why music is so powerful for us, because it interfaces with our essence. Because it's like this same. It's the same as you. So it can influence you because it's in resonance with you, because it's of the same material, but it's not really a material. It's I wish I had a better word for that. It's of the same nature. It's of the same nature as you. So that's why music can be so powerful in influencing you. Influencing the way you feel, the way you think. And then you get, words which have more meaning, and you've got those on top of the music. So the music's putting you into a certain state, a certain vibration energetically, and then that could be a receptive vibration where you have your guard down a little bit maybe, and then now you have certain information via lyrics, And some songs, maybe even subliminal lyrics where you can't even hear the words. That's going off into conspiracy theories, but I do think that that's happened. But that it makes sense that the words are highly, because you're in a more impressionable state because the music is putting you into a certain state. So the words are more powerful as well. They're kind of amplified through the frequency of the music. And words are a form of frequency as well, right? Because when we hear words, it's your voice or a sound from a speaker creating sound. It's a speaker creating sound or a voice creating sound. So that's where your vocal cords are such a powerful instrument in you influencing your own body, but also other people. Words are powerful because they are sound, and sound is you. So a message can be powerful enough to change the world. So I hope that this message reminded you of the power that you have within yourself, and to remember that with great power comes great responsibility. So wield it wisely, my friend, and recognize the greatness that is within you, because you are an expression of nature. And nature is magnificent. Watch the video I posted about adding more wonder into your life. It's a good one. I feel like you need to watch that one. So, let me know what you think of this video. This was a cool one. This was a cool one. I like it. I've enjoyed it. I got to play some guitar for you. And yeah, it's gonna be okay. And if we use this information, ground it to your life. Okay, so I am music. Yes. I don't have to be so rigid. I can flow because that's what I am. Get with the program? No. Tear up the script. No program. We're flowing. We're going. We're chilling. Just flow with the life. It's a dance, not a race. Dance with the life, because you are music. So go through life as if you are an expression of the musical nature. Go through life as the expression of musical nature that you are. If you found value in this video, I encourage you to share it with someone who might also find some value. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, I ask for your subscription. Helps the channel grow. Like the video, comment. I would really appreciate it. It does help the channel. And if you want to support the channel in some way, that is a free, easy way you could do it. Yeah. And so, overall, I wish you the best. I wish you the enjoyment of your day. And please come back in a future video to explore some other ideas that can hopefully improve your mind, perspective, and energy in some way. And then you can shine your light brighter and affect the world around you in a more positive way. It was my pleasure to serve you today with this message. I hope it brings you peace. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in.